Hey everyone, this is Lee Gerstmann and I have a record review for you. I have to give a "How's it going, buddy?" to James McCormack. He asked me to review an album by the Eagles called The Long Run. It was quite a long time ago when he asked me and I apologize for the delay, but now I got around to it. I have to say that I used to hear this album back in the day, but I never actually heard the whole thing. I had friends who came over and they had the album and they would play it, but they would only play certain songs. And I might walk in and hear those songs and didn't really hear everything on it. So I thought I was familiar with everything, and I ended up not being familiar with all of it. Of course, I first heard the Eagles way back when they were first a group, back when their first album came out. And at that time I was listening to Rolling Stones and 10 Years After and the Beatles, and I wasn't as into stuff like the Eagles. But later, after I grew up a little bit, I liked their stuff more. And I have to say, one of their albums that's one of my favorites is Desperado. That's, now I can say, one of two albums that are my favorites. The other one is The Long Run. And I do have to thank you, James, for suggesting I do this review, because otherwise I might not have come to that conclusion. It's not without a few faults, but overall, it's pretty good. So now let's get into the songs. The first song, The Long Run, I should dislike this song, but I don't. It's a good song, but it's not indicative of the rest of the album. Granted, it was crafted to be a hit, but when a hit sounds good, it's all good. And then I can't tell you why. One of three favorite songs on here. You have to be a Timothy B. Schmidt fan to really dig this, but I am. Great singer and songwriter. Thumbs up. And then In the City. This is a good song. I can understand if some people are tired of it, but I like it. It sounds more like a Joe Walsh solo tune, but there's nothing wrong with that. And then Disco Strangler. This is like Jackson Browne's album, Hold On, Hold Out. And it's interesting. A strange song, but I like it. One of the better songs on here. And then King of Hollywood. This is interesting. It's like a progressive version of James Taylor. I can dig it. I wouldn't mind soaking in the bathtub while this song is playing. May I suggest you check out Les Dudek? If you like this, you'll dig him. Alright? Now, for side 2, Heartache Tonight. This is like the Bellamy Brothers. If you like this song, you'll like them. This is just a little bit too cute for me. One of the songs I like the least on here. And then Those Shoes. This is a cool deep cut. Totally unlike what I've heard the Eagles do before. This is my second favorite on here. And then Teenage Jail. This is excellent. It has that vibe that Joe Walsh does best when he does it well. I haven't heard much of his stuff that matched this intensity since his time in the James Gang. It's a slow song, I know, but I love it. This is my third favorite on here. Oh yeah, I'm mistaken. There's 4 favorites on here for me, not 3. But anyway, The Greeks Don't Want No Freaks. A silly song. Not horrible. In fact, maybe once in a very, very rare while, this might be the kind of thing that I want to hear. That's not the case today, but I'm not dissing it totally. And then the last song, The Sad Cafe. This sounds like a Jackson Browne tune, but a better one. A deep cut for sure, but I like it. In fact, it's more what I like of the Eagles. I am not as much into the hits. I'm into the more unknown songs like this. I thought I was going to say this was my fourth favorite. I'm not going to say yes or no on that. Let's just say it's one of my more like, hey, I like it kind of tunes. But anyway, I want to say thank you, James. I'm so glad that you turned me on to this album. And hey, I hope you like this review. Okay, cheers, buddy.